comfort of their own living rooms, covering the latest and greatest news in ARK and the wider survival community. Presented by Ras Clark and Jade PG, the Survival Evolved Show! Alright kids, it's Ras Clark, welcome back! It's the Survival Evolved Show with me and Jade PG. Been a while.
It has.
Been a while.
We're playing other games now, aren't we?
You've moved on.
Something completely different.
You've left me.
Something different, and that's it. Now neither of us play ARK anymore. ARK is done. Ras is finished. No more ARK for us.
Stop it. Stop
We're
it.
all going to go and play Roblox. It's time. Roblox Ascension right now, baby. Yeah.
Is that still going?
Mate, Roblox is.
I know, but it's still going.
If you could cobble
Kids
together
still
to learn
man.
how to make a Roblox game, you can make millions out of the dickheads. But yeah.
Anyway,
Right, you waffle on. You do the agenda. I'm doing my socials.
the agenda. People. Been a while, yes, because today we're here. We got to discuss things. Something is coming up. Well, it's already meant to have come up this week. It meant to have happened yesterday. The big Switch port, the Ultimate Survivor Edition. We was meant to see this when? Yesterday. I've already said that. And it's now been delayed until early November. Or we may know exactly when it may be dropping.
We may. You've been given a bit of secret info, haven't you?
Maybe.
Well,
I'm not sure. See,
I'm going to do it. I'm going to.
You're going to put it out.
I'll take one for the team, right?
Go on.
Now, as far as we know,
yeah,
we haven't seen it mentioned anywhere else.
Yeah.
But we got some contacts with one of the publishing people at Wildcards, and I put them onto Ras.
Yeah.
And the fuckers then go and email Ras and tell him the date, but not me, of 1st of November.
Yeah.
Apparently they didn't say anything about keep it under your hood or don't say anything. So it looks like 1st of November, Switch is coming out.
That looks to be the date. It looks to be the date. Nothing confirmed from Wildcard. I think I need to stress that.
That's just their publisher date. So they might have accidentally wanted that to not be revealed right now. But then again, you got to put that stuff in emails. You have got to put that.
Yeah.
You know, we I'm sure Ras will always adhere to anything anyone tells you, like keep it quiet until a certain date.
Yeah.
From a dev, but unless you actually say that, then so suck them out. Reverb, sort your lives out. But we've done it.
That's it. Yeah, it's apparently coming out then. And it is a big deal. Why, Jade? Why do people want to know and play the Ultimate Survivor Edition on Nintendo Switch?
Well, apparently, if you listen to the bullshit, it's the best way to play ARK. Called it, it's going to be the best looking version of ARK ever.
It is. It's there, playing above us.
And it's got content that Xbox, PlayStation, and PC won't have until December.
Until December! That's it.
Yeah.
Exclusive content for Nintendo Switch on no other platform until then. How about that? That after years of nothing for Switch, they're gonna get all this content that they're gonna keep to themselves for the longest time.
It's almost forgiving them for. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like okay, fine, yeah, no updates for 4 years, but we get 2 months of early content.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you don't know, they've got the Children's Explorer mode, the Young Explorers mode.
That's it. Yeah.
And it's looking pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's looking very, very, very young.
Dude. Well, I mean, initially, I'm very surprised. It's a complete new mode in itself. I expected like a streamlined version of, the traditional ARK, but it's not. It's like cel-shaded overhaul. I don't know if you can call it an overhaul, but it's a cel-shaded look to it that looks and plays seemingly very different to the ARK that we know today, which I'm very surprised by.
It does.
How? Are you good? Can we hear you? Can nobody hear you? Say something.
No, I'm coming through.
Yeah, you're coming through.
Someone's giving me the wrong shizzle there. Yeah, it is. It does look cool. It does look interesting. And obviously the Scorched Earth Ascension, we've all seen it now. So thank God we don't have to stay up and try and get the first recording.
Yeah, get them out. Now. It's done.
We've done that.
That's it. It's been revealed already. We already know what's coming.
I beat you, you son of a bitch.
Did you?
I beat you. Yeah, I did. You did it live.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, I was reacting to it live. Yeah. Yeah, this mode, I'm really excited for it. I think just for myself, that I've got kids, and it'll be a great opportunity to get a child's perspective on this mode, because it is aimed for them. It's not aimed for us, and we can critique it as much as we want, but that's the audience, and it'll be great to see how educational it is and interactive this mode really is. I'm really excited for that over everything. Yeah.
Young Explorers will come to other platforms, I do believe, right?
No.
Is that what they said?
Everything else, apart from Dino Discovery mode, which used to be called Young Explorers, is now called Dino Discovery. Don't know why, but it is coming, yeah. But that's the only mode that's staying with Switch. So that's, if you want to play it, need a Switch.
Right. I mean, it's an interesting art style, because I guess ARK has always felt a bit realistic. So how do you make it less realistic? You just cell shade everything.
Cell shade it, yeah.
That's a bit odd.
Yeah,
but I guess it's a cheap and easy way. If it does the job, it makes it stand out, look more like a comic book, I guess.
And
that's the idea.
It seems to entail like missions instead. So it looks like you got to hunt for particular creatures, and then when you do, you're going to get factual information about them. And then you're guided by HLNA the entire time. How limited this is, we've got no idea at this point. But I'm just really excited to see exactly what it entails, mate. Yeah. But so that's that. Yeah.
It could be good. So the Young Explorers. I'm looking at the pictures again. Young Explorers. Yeah, Dino Discovery mode. Yeah, you know what? It looks like they've also revamped the controls and made the controls a bit different as well. And I'm all down for that. ARK has got a horrendous amount of shortcuts. Needed, and it's great that controllers can do most of them.
Yeah.
When you think about how many combinations you've got to press to do some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So if they've simplified some of that, and maybe some of them features are still a bit more, you don't necessarily need them all. I'm all down for that.
Well, that seems to be the case, because they released a kind of prepare yourselves, players, for the Switch port, and by notifying players to make sure, what was it now, that certain slots you had nothing equipped in when the update drops, because they're completely changing the UI, and as a result, 2 buttons aren't going to do anything.
Right.
So you need to make sure you have nothing equipped in those when that happens.
That's a bit odd, the fact they've done that, but I guess so. Will it be a huge deal on Switch as a sort of segue? I saw some stats the other day from the Long Dark, which I'm going to pull up now.
Okay.
Give you an idea. So the Long Dark
has
sold 10 million copies across all platforms.
Yeah.
One of the first survival games after Minecraft. It actually came out before ARK. And it was one of the first to really do okay, and it had early access, and it got updates, and then it got more content afterwards and stuff. They've just announced their first paid DLC, which is like survival mode content. They've still got a story mode. So, people should know what the Long Dark is now. It's like I said, it's got a few million. They released on Switch last year, and basically they'd only sold about 75,000 copies.
Okay.
And considering how much money it costs to port the game and do stuff, now they may be happy with that. I think they sold it for like $30 or $35 or $40, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I would still say that's quite a low amount, really. 75,000 copies.
Yeah.
So you got to assume that with the team that are porting it over, ARK want to sell like 500,000, something like that.
Oh, without a doubt.
But will it? I don't know.
It's dinosaurs, dude. It's like.
You think that they're trying it obviously with this appeal, but we've only seen 20 seconds of it, and we're like 5 days away from release.
I think if you're going to market it for the kids, and then that's the audience, you've really got to market it more than that. Yeah, no, I'd agree.
Yeah,
I'd agree, mate.
Yeah. So but, yes, Reverb, if you're watching, hit me and Raz up with them sponsored slots.
Come on, let's go. But one thing about this, of course, is a graphical uplift from the current Switch port as it stands. I'm actually going to play. Where is it? Like you when you played it once upon a time.
Yeah, go on.
And dude, I've literally just got a Switch, and I'm going to play this tomorrow to see myself what it actually looks like. But yeah, I mean, your critique wasn't great.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I was spot on, as in Wise Men's, but it wasn't like it wasn't that great a looking game.
Yeah.
From the clips they've shown, it does look like it's improved and shit. Some of these factors you can attribute to things that only got fixed in the last couple of years on Xbox, PlayStation, like too much bloom. So if you take away too much of that light, it might make things look a lot less like blinding and a lot better. But you can see how heavily pixelated everything is. And it turns into this grey, it turned into this sort of green beige mess.
Yeah.
Where you can't really differentiate certain things. It hasn't got the best of looks.
It's really washed out, mate.
It is. It's a poor.
Yeah. But the trailer, okay, there might have been some help added there, but they're very clear. In fact, Up From the Depths made the trailer. I don't know if you're aware of that. Made the Nintendo Switch trailer with
I saw he put some excerpts in it and stuff. Yeah,
and if that's true to what we're looking at for the Switch port, great stuff, dude.
If they've made things, the things that bugged me more was just not having. I guess I expect survival games on Switch to look bad. In fact, most of them have launched in a poor way. Green Hell. It just was kind of bad.
Mm-hmm.
Stranded Deep, a bit better. Green Hell's probably the worst one. Long Dark probably looks the best out of all of them.
Yeah.
So maybe this cel-shaded approach will be really good, and maybe that's what we should focus on. Is not worried too much. And I think some people don't give a shit. If you're playing a game that you can go on the go, play it on Wi-Fi anywhere, you'll be down for that. So I guess that's the dream. Like ARK on mobile is really popular. We know it is.
It really is. It still is. People are asking what's happening to them. All this love everywhere else. What's happening to us? Mobile players. What's going on? No,
they get updates, and they get like the advertisement saying, "Hey, you got a discount off the microtransactions now. Go buy."
I just heard before we started this, word is on the street that developers are changing hands for the mobile. I don't want to. I haven't looked it up to confirm it yet, but apparently they are, and they are looking to hire for the mobile game. Yeah, I need to look this up.
That's weird. You get your mobile developer to then go and work on your Switch, and then you now have to get a different mobile developer.
I'm not sure what's going. Yeah, I literally just read a comment about it that it's going around, so I need to look on that, mate. But yeah, other cool things. Explorer notes. I think this is a great new addition. All the Explorer notes are being re-recorded and being slightly interactive by the actors, by David Tennant and Madeline Madden. Whether they're all of them or just those two, I think it's just those two. It reads like it's just those two, but it also reads like it could be all of them. I'm expecting it's just going to be those two. Then that's going to be a bit odd, because when you come across the others and it doesn't...
Yeah, be a bit flat if there's no voice acting for the rest of them.
But they're not very clear on that, if that's the case. But they're going one better. I don't know if you heard this one. I'm sure you did. Dropped a news video the weekend that they're going to be redoing Rockwell and Aberration with David Tennant's voice now as well. So you're going to see one-liners from him when you go to fight him.
But wasn't he the voice anyway?
No, it was just grunts and growls on Aberration. Like when he came to Gen 2, it was David Tennant's voice, but he wasn't employed until after Extinction, was he?
That sounds good then. That'd be great. Running around Aberration here and he's evil snigger laughing in the background.
This is it. Yeah. Like, people will genuinely want to play and fight Rockwell just to see these one-liners and what they've recorded for that. Which means then they've got all Explorer notes up to that point re-recorded. It reads that way. We definitely know Scorched Earth was on the list. It sounds like Aberration's on the list then as well. And how much of it is being done. And like we just said, you can't do some and not others. So maybe we are going to see them all.
Yeah, it would be really odd not to. One thing I noticed with the Switch as well, so that content's coming for everyone, of course.
Yes, all of it, yeah. Apart from
they do show off like the target release dates for some of these DLCs coming to Switch. Not in a million years are they going to hit any of these dates. but no little extra at the end about the community maps.
Really weird.
We saw it. I'm sure we saw it in that stream. They said the community maps were going to come.
Well, yeah, and we're speculating that it would be every other month because these are every other month. These are dropping, so it would be like, so you're getting Scorched Earth on day one, and because Aberration isn't until December, but if it's every 2 months and it's coming out the 1st of November, then that's the next month. I don't know. Then are they going to release the free maps in between those? But yeah, it was you, wasn't it? You mentioned it to me.
Yeah, I'm sure. That? I mean, we'd go back. If you're really bored, you can do it.
Yeah, it's come from somewhere. Yeah,
they said they were like all the content that we've had on Xbox and PlayStation would come to the Switch version. They'd all be the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, that needs to be clarified more. As I said to them at the time, they should have done a top 10 things you need to know post on the forum site because they left a lot of questions unanswered. Yeah, we still don't know exactly how much the upgrade pass is for it. So if you own it already, you can buy the season pass that will give you all this content, right?
The weirdest thing is there's 2 season passes. So there's going to be, I'm just looking for it now, there's going to be one that is the Ultimate Survivor Edition. Yeah, that includes all the maps. But then here it is. But then you can obtain Scorched Earth by purchasing a season pass, which also grants access to Aberration and Extinction. Yeah, or the Ultimate Survivor upgrade. So there's 2 different season passes.
So year 1 pass, effectively, or not year 1, but the first season pass.
Yeah,
which is Ab Extinction and Scorched.
Yeah,
or go ahead and get the Ultimate, which gives you Genesis 1 and 2.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
that's a bit odd.
No. Ultimate Survivor upgrade will include all of them. So you can have you can have either 3 up to get 3 or all. That's how it reads to me, dude. Which is just a bit odd. As long as they're priced correctly, I guess, then great. We don't know what the prices are yet.
Yeah, it's just the Ultimate Survivor. That's what they're calling it, aren't they? They're calling it the Ultimate Survivor upgrade. The Ultimate Survivor Edition. So that will include all maps. So they are reselling this brand new package. It's not like you can now in the future buy ARK on its own without any maps. Yeah. You will have to buy it. They'll probably take off the old PLU and stuff.
It looks like, and that's your only options. There's no mention of can you buy individual maps on their own. No, you've got one or the other.
Yeah, so it will be like Xbox and PlayStation, in effect. All right, minus the Genesis Season Pass. Mm-hmm. You'll just buy the Ultimate upgrade.
I don't know how much it is. You couldn't buy the maps separately on console?
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. You could.
You could, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. So they were like $20 each.
Yeah. And it was cost effective to get the season passes, over getting the maps. But it's just interesting. I mean, it maybe they will. Maybe this is just the marketing game here. Yeah, to get you to get all of those maps.
The only thing that puts me off is we do know they're awful with dates and releases. Mm-hmm. Yes, they got a bit better in the last couple of years. Their last 2 releases have been on time.
Yeah,
more or less.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Considering the first game didn't get no content for 4 years on Switch,
you reckon?
I'd be hesitant to buy it, like the full upgrade, unless the quality was there of the game. So yeah, the visuals look better. They do look better. They do from the trailers we've seen. They do.
Yeah.
And just about the frame rates and the running of it, and if the control schemes are taking more advantage, that was my big bugbear. And everyone said, "Oh well, you shouldn't expect that," but I want more of these games to use the touchscreen.
Yeah.
Right, because that was what Switch does, and so many of them don't use touchscreen. Like there's no way to just quickly move stuff around using your fingers or whatever. It's still just use the control pads and stuff.
Yeah, and it seems to be the case with this interface, with the management. It all seems to be touchscreens. So, there's something there. And how it affects users as well. We just touched on that. You've got to make sure. Where is it? You've got to make sure you've removed items from hotbar slots 9 and 10. You do not have any in progress times or crafting recipes. The one interesting thing that I found from this is that prior to launch, we are adjusting the maximum player count of all official servers to 40.
40. Yeah, so it was previously 60.
Is that what it was? I wouldn't know.
I think so. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think it was 70, but they've definitely reduced it. So is that because of lag? Are they expecting a huge ton of people to come back to these dead servers?
This is to ensure a smooth multiplayer experience for all players at launch. So yeah, and they'll be monitoring server performance. So
again, it doesn't fill your confidence, does it? You know,
well,
like,
it is the Switch, and maybe they've learnt lessons from the current port and realised, yeah, it's the Switch. It can't handle that. We got to drop it. With everything they're upgrading as well, they've got to drop something, and that's what they're doing.
Don't Overwatch run on the Switch? I mean, if that game can run on it, I don't see why ARK can't really.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. ARK's intensive. Like they are some other games. Yeah, I won't crap it. No, it sounds good. You know what? I'm want to do a review again. I want to check it out. I feel like I was the only motherfucker in the world that played it last time. So yeah, I definitely want to give it a shot.
There generally feels like a bit more buzz around this. I don't know. I mean, you can attest to this more. You was there day one on the Switch port. But I don't know. I feel like there's a bit more hype that surrounds this.
Maybe, yeah. I feel like it came out at the same time, or only a few weeks after, like one of the other DLCs. So it kind of got lost a bit, actually. And the Switch at the time, everyone was still just buying their Xboxes or PlayStation 4s. It was only the year after that the Switch started becoming even bigger. Like, it was big, but more and more people started playing them. And then obviously with lockdown, the Switch really overtook Xbox and PlayStation for the most consoles sold.
Yeah.
So I feel like there probably wasn't a market for it, actually, because it's just not known. Switch wasn't known for a hardcore gamers experience or survival experience like that. Yeah. So now we've seen a bunch of games come and go, like Witcher and Doom and, you know, AAA games and stuff, and a lot of them seem okay, passable at least. So yeah, maybe we'll see. Like I said, if they never had enough money to update it, or they felt it wasn't worth updating the game because the sales were so bad, what do they need this time? Do they need 500,000 sales? Do they need, you know, how are we guaranteed to get all this content? We better be.
Hopefully, it seems to be the case. But yeah, and it was mentioned in the last weekend's community crunch that it'll all be coming to us. In fact, no, it wasn't. It was by Jeremy. It'll all be coming to us, but all of the platforms apart from Dino Discovery Mode, but that won't be until December. So it's coming.
Yes, yeah, that'd be nice, and that would be ARK's last ever update. Is that what
possibly? Yeah, possibly. Are we going there? Are we going there?
Last update will be its biggest yet. Loaded Crisis thumbnail. That's what's happening. I'm telling you. If not, I'm stealing it. I'm going to do it right now.
Here he is. Deps is in the chat. Creator of the trailer above our heads. Well done, mate.
I'm from Deps. Come on tell us.
Yeah, big round of applause.
Are we getting the community maps? No, I don't care about applause.
Don't badger him. He's just started. They're going to let him tell us anything. But listen,
where's the community maps? Where's the goddamn maps?
Well, you got to applaud though. I'm sure you're aware of this. That the trailer is a recreation of the original launch trailer, but
it did look good. So they cut a few new clips into it, which was nice as well.
Yeah.
I did see a few new ones, so that was cool.
That must have been a challenge to have filmed all of that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
And trying to carbon copy the trailer, but with the limitations of Switch.
Well,
that's brilliant.
Have you seen my Atlas trailer, Raz? It's not that hard, mate. Any idiot can do. No, I'm joking. Obviously, Up From Depths did a great job.
It did.
It does look good. It does. There is something about the original trailers that still grabs your attention a lot more than some of the newest ones, I feel.
You mean the UE5 trailers? Is this what you?
Yeah, or even, you know what? I think it's because we've got used to some of the big moments and creatures. And back in the day, when you first see that T-Rex burst through the fences, and you know, it's just the music soars. It's all fresh. It's all new. You're like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then as you get in years on, we kind of know that we're expecting stuff. It's still hype. It's like everyone got excited about Fjordur and and some of this stuff. But it is a lot of it we've seen before. Man.
Yeah.
Like there's not too much you can really surprise us with.
Yeah.
Maybe the DLC, official DLCs, the paid ones, are a little bit more extravagant and a bit out there. But yeah,
you're right though. Going back there, I think that was part of the magic, wasn't it? That every week or so you was getting a brand new dino that was being introduced.
Yeah, they were,
and it was like, although it was still this whole development cycle. I think that was what a lot of people, older players, loved. That it was that regular weekly drops of new dinos, and yeah, I think people would love to see that happen again, and probably will with the sequel, which I know we'll get to in a moment. But there you go. That's the Switch. A lot coming, a lot of new features, all of which are coming to all of the platforms apart from Dino Discovery Mode.
Best way to play ARK in 2023, the Switch version.
The best way to play ARK in November at the very least. You're getting nothing else on any other platform until December, mate. And apparently on the 1st of November. So, yeah.
We don't want to know that up from depths. I want to know, is the center going to be on the Switch? Is Ragnarok going to be on the Switch? That's what we want to know. But yeah, no, well done, mate.
Yeah,
well hopefully you are getting treated very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did find I've not read your itinerary again.
Hey, come on,
you
dude.
might as well not bother, honestly.
You're meant to be on top of the itinerary when it's my turn to live stream. But yeah, so that's the Switch. So which brings us to Extra Life, which is going to be apparently happening in the same week as the Switch.
You and your bearded brother are going to be doing a live stream.
That's it. Hey, Lee, that's him. That's that's my best imitation of him.
Aaron Longstaff, by the way, everyone, if you're wondering who I'm talking about. Raz and Aaron are going to be doing their now annual live stream.
Yeah. It's big.
Doing chicken wings and all sorts.
Yeah, hot wings, chicken wings. We got big prizes going off. We got server rentals. We got ARK merch. We got laptops. We got some serious prizes, all in a great cause. Yeah, all in a great cause to raise money on Team Wildcard for Extra Life, mate.
So don't donate any of your fucking money, people, to anyone else. Right?
come to us, because you could be winning a laptop. There you go.
That's right. You stick with Aaron Longstaff and Raz. None of this donating to these other wildcard teams. Fuck them.
It's just error, just for I'm not Jamaican.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, yeah. So we're doing that on Friday, the day before. So that's on the 5th. And on the 6th, Wildcard are doing their big 24-hour extra live stream. And this is the one, apparently. This is the one where a lot of us are expecting a wealth of ARK 2 information.
On the 6th it starts, is it?
On the 5th. Originally, they said the 6th, and then it was changed in the last news feeds to the 5th. That's right, yeah. What time exactly? It has been mentioned now, and I'm struggling to find that. I think it's like, for us over here, it's in the afternoon. But yeah, is ARK 2 going to be a no-show? There's been no mention of it in this little hype post that they did this weekend. And I looked at the previous hype post that they've done, and they kind of did inform us on what to expect. So like last, you had like Gen 2 that was being hyped up before it was about Gen 2, and the map before that. But there's been no mention of expect ARK 2 stuff during this Extra Life event.
I feel like they've got bigger marketing partners now to worry about, because it's exclusive with Xbox and Games Pass. I don't think they can show as much as they probably would normally. If they were doing this all off their own back, it was just another DLC or whatever. Yeah, we can show some shizzle off. But yeah, with Xbox, and I know for a fact Xbox are pretty stush. They're just as bad as Sony in not wanting you to talk about stuff. It could be a case of that.
And here's the thing: if they show anything ARK 2 wise, it has to be gameplay. They can't do another trailer. They've done it twice now. They can't do it a third time.
Yeah, if I see Vin Diesel's poorly rendered face on another CGI body, No, the face weren't too bad. Still just looks a bit robotic. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of CGI trailers like that. Yeah.
And initially I thought, okay, maybe if that's not the case, then are they going to like hype up the Switch and everything's coming with the Switch that they've already revealed to us anyway? Or maybe they'll just, because it's been delayed, maybe they can try and streamline it in there. But if it appears to be coming out before then what else have they got to kind of show us off? I guess you've got the Carcharodontosaurus.
Go on, dig into that bottom of the barrel. Go on.
You've got the Carcharodontosaurus, I guess.
Carcharodontosaurus, and that's one.
And I'm expecting that will definitely be dropped. Like they'll show some gameplay of it, and then it'll drop the next day or so. I reckon that'll happen.
Clips more of some of the features coming in the Wildcard's last biggest update ever in December. So maybe some more quality of life features. I feel like we're going to get a TLC with that.
Like lest we forget, like they said there was going to be another breeding TLC, some more breedable creatures. They said this last year when we got the Rock Drake breeding creatures, and we haven't seen those. So
that's more breeding TLC confirmed.
Could it be breeding TLC? And then ARK animated anyone? Like we just heard.
Yes, Jeremy's wrapping up season 2.
Season 2. We don't even have a date or a platform. Season 2's already in production. What's going on?
It does show, like, I know he loves his game. I know he's super proud. Fucking ego to carry on tweeting about the like season 2 of stuff, but not actually give us any decent info when you told us it'd be out this year. Like,
and it's still touted for this year. They haven't said it's pushed back yet. We've got 2 months to go of the year, and they haven't said it's been delayed. It's still dated for this year, but we don't know.
Maybe it drops, but we looked into it. We couldn't find any of the platforms it could launch. Netflix are in trouble. They're not going to be doing it.
The only thing we've got is HBO Max. There's one website that's got it listed as HBO Max, but I'm taking that with a pinch of salt, mate.
Well, HBO Max is dead. I'm sure they're part of the changes at Warner.
Oh, really?
There's something to do with Warner owns or partly owns something to do with HBO Max. And that's the reason why the Batgirl movie got cancelled for tax reasons, because it just wasn't going to be worth releasing. They couldn't afford to release anymore. And a whole bunch of HBO Max shows have been cancelled or rearranged. So maybe that was, again, I'm just chatting shit here, but maybe that's why they've not been able to announce, because they've had to jump from one person. And as you've mentioned before, they own all the rights to it.
They've paid to produce it themselves. So it's a case of like I've said before, whoever they're selling it to, or or getting, I don't know, getting it on their platform, that they're trying to strike a deal to say, look, you host it on your platform, but fund us for a live action. That's what I think they've been trying to do.
At this rate, it'll be appearing on fucking BBC iPlayer in the UK. That's about it. No, it's weird. I think it'll be a big one. I reckon it'll end up going on Amazon or one of them places.
But if ARK 2 is a no-show at Extra Life, they've got to cover this. They've got to.
Well, that was the other thing as well. Again, just saying how bad the animation industry is at the moment. Adult Swim, the ones that make all them shows. They're in trouble. They've got connections with HBO or Warner Brothers, and they're in trouble as well. There's talks about cutting a lot of jobs from them as well.
Oh, wow.
So I think like the animation industry at the moment has there was a big interest in it during lockdown because people were bored and wanted to watch some new shit. And maybe people getting reacquainted with anime and animated TV shows, maybe a little bit while at home. But I think now everyone's gone back to work. It's probably one of the things that's been weirdly hit a bit more. That's what it feels like anyway. It doesn't feel as exciting. Because, we had the Witcher animated show come and go, which was good. I watched it. That was pretty decent. I liked it. We had a whole bunch of new like live action versions of anime like Cowboy Bebop or whatever the fuck it is. Since then, it's all gone a bit downhill.
Cyberpunk. That recently released, and that's a great example of how to do this right. What's mad is that they've announced it and released it like in between ARK
Yeah.
announcing theirs. It's been and God, it's done. They showcased it to do it, and there's a lot of similarities there in the sense of the style of animation. I think it looks quite similar. It's a great series to watch. I don't know if you've watched it. It's really good.
No, I'm not. I've not been into. I like the Witch one, but the Cyberpunk, it's gone past me now. I'm not. I just cannot get into it. But I do want it. You know what? Primal's meant to be good. Yes, Justin.
I need to watch that. I keep being told I need to watch it. But yeah, Cyberpunk's a great example anyway of something that can propel a game sales as well. That apparently this is the word that. When that launched, it boosted their sales a lot.
111,000 concurrent players was the biggest it's had. Yada yada yada. It's the story, the feel good story. Shut up. The game was an abysmal fuck up when it launched.
Yeah, it was bad at launch. Yeah,
like you could say what you want. It still probably runs like shit on console. Yes, it may still run better on PC. Yeah. But like, no, I'm not having that. No, but it did. It hit its maximum players, and we did see with The Witcher as well. Game sales of that game went skyrocketing again after the TV show came out. Lord of the Rings content on YouTube is just going through the roof at the moment. All to do that TV show. So
surprisingly, but yeah. So again, if ARK 2's not an O show, it has to be. There's nothing else.
All right, so animated TV show, maybe breeding, maybe the brand new dinosaur,
and that's it.
Switch content. They'll show off some of the Switch stuff, like hi.
But it's post-launch. It's done. Like, what's the point in do you not think?
They'll fill up that time. They'll have a segment. It won't be like raise money to get to this point because I don't think they do that anymore, do they? They don't. Did they do that last time where it's like reach 100K and we show you? They just have it.
Nah, it's just set. In fact, last year was interesting that everything was announced quite early on, and then it was pretty much a repeat of what they'd already shown you right at the start as time went by. I think it was like within the first, I don't know, 2 hours or so, everything that they planned had already been shown, which is great, because people need to sleep. So it's great. It's great for some. But I think, in years before, you're right, they were showing it every 2 hours or so. I remember Extinction, especially during Extra Life, that they did all these creature spotlights every 2 hours, or something like that, wasn't it? So they have done it. They could do that again, but if they do that, what's it going to be? I was so certain it was ARK. It was going to be all about ARK 2 up until this post last weekend, which just doesn't mention it. They could be keeping their cards close to their chest. They could be.
Because they're wild cards. Hey.
Card jokes for dads.
You know what? They could get a bunch of the actors to do little interviews, couldn't they? Madeline, whatever. They might do that.
And get Vin on. Get big Vin on, and you're sold.
If Vin Diesel, I promise you now, if Vin Diesel turns up and says hello during the stream, I will stop bullying him. All right?
That's all you need.
I will leave him alone. I will never say a bad word about the bald-headed fucker again. I promise.
That's all you need. Get Big Vin in. He's going to say like 2 words. That's it. That'll be enough.
Yeah,
that'll be enough. Yeah, it works for him.
We family, or I'm
we family.
Yeah,
that's all he's got to do. Just come in. We family.
It's like
clicks away. That's it. We're done.
The Wii's dead, mate. We're not making the Wii anymore. It's the Switch. It's called Switch.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it anyway. Extra Life. It's a great day. It's all for a good cause.
It is. You know what? They make good amount of money. Yeah. Hopefully one day we might see some love for some international charities instead of just these hospitals in America. No, don't get me wrong. Kids need it. All kids need it. But it would be nice to see a bit more info about how they help out international charities, given that ARK and Wildcard is such a world company. It's got players all over.
Do these good things and they still get critiqued. Flipping heck, Jagged.
I know.
Come on.
I'm not.
What the? Are they going to commit a blood sacrifice?
It's like night and day, right? You see me on Grounded at the moment. I'm defending the devs left, right, and centre. There's some arsehole criticising them all the time, and I'm I'm having arguments with him in Discord. I'm calling him out in streams, and then I come to my home, the ARK home, where I can just bitch and moan.
That's it.
be safe.
And I'm sure they love you for it as well, dude.
I'm sure
they do.
But they know deep in their heartest of hearts that'll make sense.
Yeah.
I'm right. I'm right.
Go on.
The Extra Life does raise money for some international parts. I do believe they do give something, but I'm just saying that I've never donated to Extra Life, and I probably won't unless I knew
donating to mine, mate. Come on.
I
want to see you there, dude. Friday.
The bigger calls. That's all.
You might get a laptop as well.
ARK's a world, enhancing game. Embraces the world of everyone that enjoys it. So I feel like there should be some of that money going to an international charity.
Yeah.
That's my soapbox moment.
We're reaching that point, people. If you've got questions, you are thinking theories, ideas, comments, and we'll speculate or answer and see what we can divulge. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to not sleeping. No, last year.
Are you going to stay up again all night?
I did, because you never know. You never know. Like they could do it. Like that's it. Like I was asleep and I missed it. I can't do that. It's the nature of the game, mate.
Yeah, I think I did times I've done it. I did the first batch of shit and said I would have revealed just this new straight away, and then I just woke up in the morning and luckily they'd only revealed like one thing or two things.
Yeah. You've got a little base of people who are noting it all down for you, haven't you? Like when you're asleep.
I used to, not anymore. Yeah. They're all yours now, mate. I don't have that anymore. It's grounded, but not ARK.
But anyway, back to Switch. What we doing, mate? We're playing it. We're covering it. I definitely am. I know you are. What are we going to do? Are we going to jump on unofficial? We're going to shoot some 8-year-old kids in the face.
Despite all my anticipation and worries a little bit about it, I do want to get on and play some ARK with Raz.
Yeah, man.
So we're going to jump on the Switch and just make kids cry. I want a video that says I made this. That mum gets on mic. That one. That's what we got to do. We got to bring that video back for the Switch. Yes, Matt at YouTube World. So you're saying we need mediocre meter and to play ARK and complain every little thing shorts until it's fixed. Pretty much, Murtaugh. Pretty much. I mean, that's it. If you're going to complain about a game, then that game's got to be ARK. It's worth complaining about sometimes.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But yeah. Grounded's a great game, by the way. That's what I've been into lately. Grounded's taken off. It's just got its 1.0
release. Oh, you've been
release.
smashing it, dude. You've been smashing it,
It's
mate.
a fantastic game. If you haven't tried it or played it yet, go and give it a shot. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. It's like a mix of The Forest, Valheim, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So it's really good stuff. But yeah, we're gonna definitely jump on the Switch version.
100%.
Terrorize some kids.
I am down for that. Yeah. That'll be good.
Are we going to do Young Explorer mode together? Do you think that's something you can play?
Nah, man.
They can't have that. Yeah, it's got to be like a Rails-led game. It can't be like servers.
No, it's going to be a single-player experience. It has to be. I think that's something I really want to run my kids through and get their perspective on it, because their perspective means more than mine on that mode. It really does. And I'm just for the first time to share what I love playing with my kids. So I've never done that with this. They're too young, so I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be really cool.
My kids won't touch Grounded with me. They're still just in the Minecraft phase. That's it. That's the only game they care about. And Sims, maybe. That's about it. Empress of Death has asked, is it a long shot, but is it possible that ARK animated series could be viewed on Paramount Plus? Because Paramount Plus kind of owns Avatar: Last Airbender. Maybe, but I don't think they're really exclusively related. The TV shows, we just don't know. It's all speculation. There could be no problems with it all. They just wanted to get a whole block done, and they've just decided to get it at the right time, to time it with a bit of a low time, because it would be good for the TV show to come out while we're waiting for ARK 2 and ARK 1's kind of dying. That would keep it in the name, broaden it to a bigger horizon. Pick up ARK 1 for cheap because it'll be on sale almost permanently, or everyone's 100%. Got it for free. And then you're just selling DLCs for cheap. So the marketing side of things I'm sure will match up. I do though, the more we are, I don't think we're going to see ARK 2 release in March, by or June, whatever.
I
think
next later.
Year. Yeah, I think winter 2023.
Ooh, that's too long. it's far too long. They can't bridge that gap because they're going to have investors and stocks and shares. People saying our stocks are plummeting. Do something about it. Get something out because nobody's playing ARK because they know a sequel's coming.
You know they're going to reveal Svartheim as the next deal. I fucking hope not.
Imagine if they did. I love the map. It makes a good map.
Is it nice? Is it good?
I've
watched you a bit.
Just released a 100-day video on it. Like, check it out.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's an interesting plug right there.
You segued it. So.
You know what? I just don't want any more Norse shit. Like we've had it. Like give me something a bit different. We had the Lost Island map and stuff. I want a bit more. Where's the Egyptian gods? Where's the Egyptian flavored ARK Survival Evolved map? Where's some?
That's
Greek
true. Considering that there's
inspired
characters that are literally from those eras. Yeah, you're right. Why didn't they venture down those roads?
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, Scorched Earth, you could say, is a bit of Egypto, isn't it? Like,
it's got like the hieroglyphics a little bit on the wall paintings and stuff, I guess, meant to be. But I would, if we're going to do a modded map, I don't know what's out there. Maybe everyone's quit and the case is just so good at his goddamn job. They would probably get him to do another map.
You never know.
Since it's small and easily portable, probably.
Because he's racing. He's racing through it.
But I don't know. I just don't want any more Norse stuff. I don't want to be battling snow.
But it's not Norse. It's like essentially you can spawn in and you're not ice cubing. I can attest to that.
Whoa!
And it's not
game changer.
It's still there's a bit of Norse influence, but it's more towards Viking, more towards like dwarven knights and cave, like lots of deep dark caves to explore. That's where it's all heading with this one, but it is a small map, no flyers, which is interesting. But and that's what I like about it. It's a no flyer.
Flyers. Yeah, okay.
It's a no flyer map, which works.
Now you piqued my curiosity.
Yeah, it's a no flyer map which works as well. Like Gen 2 just didn't, and sorry, not Gen 2, Gen 1. Gen 1 just didn't. I think it's because there was flyers on the map or it was segmented. It didn't feel right as a no flyer map, whereas this does. The gameplay fits well. The world feels like it's built for a no flyer map.
Right. Well, I've just done the real Dwarven survival game, Return to Moria.
Lord
of the Rings. Go check out my channel today. You'll see a news video talking about it. So I guess I just feel like we've had it. I feel like we've had it with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just want something fresh and new. I don't want to, you know what? It's not even the maps. And it'd be madness. But if they really do delay ARK 2 until next winter, please find some mods and just give us something.
They need to. They have to. There'll be so much pressure on them.
New crafting stations. Echo. Well, it looks like Echo's properly done with Wildcard. She's quit the job or they didn't renew her contract or whatever. So I doubt we'll ever see any of her mods as official mods in ARK. But there's plenty of them out there. Add some creature pack. Even at this point, I'd say it'd be fine if they sold a creature pack for like $10 and it had 15 creatures, because that's all the other DLC really is. You get like 10 creatures, even if it is pay to win. Like technically, that's it is. You get a map, but you get creatures that no one else has unless you share them on servers. So give us the ARK editions. Make that an official one. Why not? And get the Cantua version or some of them. Do you know what I mean? Like something, not just a map. Give us something a bit new. Like Cantua, the biggest one. Looks like a Brontosaurus, but bigger.
Oh yeah. I don't know the name of it. Yeah, exactly. I know you're on about that. I know where you're going now.
An ARK tuber.
Well, yeah. Invitation. Although my knowledge of dinosaurs has certainly grown playing this game. I do find myself being looked upon as a bit of a paleontologist when I walk around dinosaur-themed areas and go, that's Therizino, and everyone goes, Do you not find this? Yeah. Do you not get that? I love that. It's so funny. Like you're walking around and you can spot all the dinos, and it's based on your knowledge of ARK Survival Evolved.
Yeah, is there a lot of them in Dudley?
Yeah,
like walking around?
What's it called? Safari Park. They've got like a full blown like Jurassic themed area. Like you walk around, it's so funny. Yeah.
I went to a stuffed animal museum, Hornwood Museum in London the other day, and the kids hated it. They thought it was spooky as fuck. But they had one tiny little. Obviously, it wasn't a real one. Stegosaurus, but they had some other creatures. They did have some creatures. They had a big dodo. Dodo looked pretty big actually. Dodo was like fucking waist high. not as small as you think it was.
Right.
If they're basing it off an actual real one, so I weren't too sure on that. But yeah, anyway, we've gone well off.
I know, sorry, yeah, we're rambling. We're rambling. That's what it's all about, though. Casual talking, and sometimes you're diverse. You go down a road, you do a U-turn, you come back. Think we'll ever get S Plus for console? No, never, mate.
No.
Art 2 though, you will. If you don't know, Art 2 will have mods for a console. Definitely Xbox, supposedly PlayStation, but yeah, current generation, no. You won't get it as a patch. It's never going to happen. We almost got a structure tier, the Shale set, when Gen 2 launched, but they dropped it because of limitations there.
On
and
consoles.
if they won't do that, you can bet you're not going to see any other QOL updates like that ever.
Yeah, no new build pieces, no new mechanics. It will just be about increasing, decreasing tame times, or like being able to move stuff quicker or easier, or that kind of stuff. Like that's the kind of thing we'd see in some sort of TLC patch or whatever it would be. I hope so. Do you know what? I love being proven wrong. When ARK released the last map on time, I loved it because it's nice. I love it when they go against their reputation of sometimes being a bit late and a bit rushed and basically a bit buggy and crap sometimes with their releases. So, mate, by all means,
I did it twice. Lost Islands and Fjordur were both on time.
Yeah, it's a fair play. I always want Wildcard to impress me. Yeah. So, if they do, I will back them as much as I've backed Grounded and back them like I used to back them back in the day.
Prepare to be impressed, Jade. The Switch port is coming and coming very soon. I can't wait to dive into it. And supposedly in just over a week.
Well, one quick note, everyone should realise, if you're in Europe, you won't actually be able to play any of the new content.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it's something we that was glanced over. Only US will be getting it on day one. Other regions seemingly have to wait, which
we didn't get a definitive date when that would happen. The next,
no, I'm just trying to find the info now. On
if you're watching and you're still watching, all 124 of you, what's the matter with you?
Bit of a like.
Make sure you like the stream. Come on now.
Make sure you sub it to Jade as well.
64 people, go and like the bloody stream right now.
Here it is. So, no, that's not it.
Raz is on the case. He's going to give
I'm lucky for the official text that was said, but it was definitely said US first and all other regions later. Where the hell was it? Somewhere here. Keep them talking, there, Chad. Whilst I'm looking. This quiet spell. Any other questions?
This is what's going to happen after you've liked this stream.
There it is.
You're going to go and watch Raz's 100 Days. You're going to share it with 20 of your friends and family. You're going to put it in every Discord that you're in. You're going to then go on Twitter, like and retweet his 100 Days. You're going to make sure it's the most watched 100 Days this weekend. And then you're going to come back and you're going to sit down, have a cup of tea, and watch the rest of Raz's videos all weekend too. You love Raz.
You love Jade too. You love Jade too.
No, I'm the old granddad. Fading into the background. I was never here.
I got it. Are now targeting a very early November release with EU and other regions to follow shortly after. So shortly could be the next day. It could be the next week. We don't know.
Yeah.
But it seems that is definitely the case. That only US is going to get it on day one, which really sucks.
Yeah, and that happens a lot. I don't know what the situation with that is, but Tribes Midgard had the same thing. You couldn't play it in Europe till like 3 weeks later. It was 3 weeks later that their version came out, or 4 weeks later even. So it's a bit weird. It must be a certification issue. Maybe Nintendo Europe has a weird one, or maybe they want to do it in segments so it don't overload certain things. I don't know. That is a weird one.
But never fear, Jade's here with a solution. Or you're going to do that in a separate video. I told you should just do a video of how to get around that.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna. There is basically you just make an American account. It's super easy.
Do a 10-minute video on it, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, see if anyone watches it. But yeah, effectively, all you need is if you've got the game cartridge, it arrives on time, but the servers don't go live in your region. Then, as long as you set up an American account, you can do it. And if you've got if you get Nintendo points on your account, like an American account, then you can go ahead and do that as well. So it's super easy to set up an American account on Switch. I've done it a bunch of times. So that there's a few steps to go. But if you're that desperate to play it and you're not in America, then I might do a video looking at it.
There you go, people. Well, make sure you are checking out Jade. I've got his channel in my description. And we'll be back on his channel next week. What are we discussing, mate? What's going on?
Next week, we're going to seriously take a look at what's going on with Valheim. And you know what?
Yeah.
I reckon it's time you come and join me. Maybe we'll do a little session next week.
Oh, I'm going to play it.
We're going to play it. You're going to play some Valheim with me.
All right.
And I'll get you used to it and talking about it and seeing it.
That's
and
fair.
Seeing what you like. The new Mistlands update is due anytime soon.
Yeah.
So if you've not played Valheim in a while, or it's been out on the Xbox Games Pass for PC and it's come to Xbox early next year, good time to start looking at content for it and stuff. And I'm going to start streaming it as of tomorrow, so that will be my nightly streams now.
I think you're wrong though, mate. I think we'll be both playing on the Switch next week.
Oh shit, yeah, that's the point. It'll be out, won't it?
Yeah, I reckon.
Maybe we'll postpone it. Maybe we'll just do a live session, me and Raz
playing the Switch. I reckon we will.
Yeah, that might be something like that. Yeah, there we go.
But there you go, people. There we go. Live Survival Evolved show. We're back. We're back, baby. Keep going. The party bus keeps going 24/7, and we're back again next week with me and Jade. So, my name's Ross Clark. That's Jade. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to both of us. And until next time, peace out.